Hi everybody, I want to talk about what's causing the breakdown in society, and I believe it is largely in part due to your phone, my phone, everybody's phone being a flying monkey. This is somewhat, this is an opinion, but it's a fairly well-formed opinion. I'm a software developer by trade, or software engineer, architect. That means what I do all day, every day is I design data systems and applications to use them. So like the apps on your phone, but bigger. Google, Amazon, and Facebook. At one point in time, they used to just operate simply, where whenever you did a search, the search results came up, and it was just this nice, flat, level playing field. And then Google upped the ante, where they started to, track search terms and rank, so that whenever you Google the search term, the first results were the same thing that everybody else was going to. So it's sort of like this mob mentality. Once everybody starts going to this particular spot, then it floats you up to the top, right? Things like search engine optimization and all these other terms started coming out. And then the next step of that is, well, they start, when you log in, they start tracking what you search and what you click on, and start applying learning algorithms and artificial intelligence to these things to learn more about who you are, what you're interested in, where you live, that kind of thing. To semi-quote Mark Zuckerberg, I forget the precise words Zuck used, but when Facebook started doing the same thing, and rather than just showing it just a rolling feed of posts and friends, he basically said something like, the squirrel that dies in your front yard might be more relevant than somebody who dies on the other side of the planet, right? So in other words, localizing results to be more relevant to you as a person. Now, we all remember like just wishing that this shit existed like 5 years ago, when we would get on there and we would have to just scroll to find something of interest, right? And now it's just so boring that we just sit there and just scroll just to find something of interest. It's changed, but it's changed and it stayed the same. What this is doing at the core is Facebook has said, we are going to deliver more of the things that you want to see. Now that sounds great, more of it, but think about this. You have billions of people on Facebook, and now they're all seeing all the things they want to see all the time. We lose that exposure to the things that we don't want to see. Because what happens? Well, we get pictures of babies. People love babies. We get funny cat videos because we love funny cat videos. We get videos of Tide Pod challenges and the Kiki, do you love me? Are you right? That shit, people getting hit by cars. The latest thing, and now, is the Bird Box challenge. Some dumbass blindfolded themselves, got in a car and tried to drive blindfolded. Thankfully nobody was killed, but Jesus. I thought 2019 was off to a great start when at midnight a black police officer in Shreveport tased a white guy for running his mouth. That was beautiful, and I thought, finally 2019 is going to be the year that everything changes. We got black cops tasing white guys. This is it. This is going to be great. No, I've been disappointed. But now, and think about what this means. When you go to Amazon shows you all of your the things that they think that you want to see. They rank in order. They track you. They purchase data. By the way, your phone carrier sells your location data to third parties. So, I mean, even just by cell phone tower locale. They know who you are. They send you a bill every month, and then they turn around and they sell your data. That's awesome. Hooray. We are in such a digitally connected life now, and it's all used to get the money out of our pockets is what it comes down to. Facebook is when was the last time you paid your Facebook bill? You didn't. So how is Facebook getting their money? Through ads, right? They sell ads. Where do ads go? They go to e-commerce. E-commerce gets your money, right? So it's, Facebook, the people who are on e-commerce, they pay Facebook to run the ads. Facebook runs the ads that they know you want to see, so you buy it, and then you go back to Amazon and you buy this product, or you go to somebody's Amazon store and buy it, and Amazon gets a cut of it. And then the more people are going places and searching for stuff, Google's in there on the site as well. All of them put together have teamed up, and it's a billion dollar industry, all to deliver the things you want to see to your phone. I want to say something that I think is very, very profound. You remember the story, Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, where this bitch had some kind of magic mirror that showed her all the things she wanted to see. Showed her herself being pretty, being powerful, beautiful, all of these wonderful words. Narcissistic behavior at its finest. We're getting to that point. It's not, we don't go to our phones and shop necessarily to boost our ego. That's not what it's about. We go to our phones to see things we want to see. Do this. Get up, whip out your phone, find a friend if you still have human friends that exist in person, and both of you start Googling search terms, right? Especially if you're with somebody who's of a different culture, different color, different race, different DNA composition of some sort. Somebody who differs with you in the sphere of religion or politics or diet or exercise or amendments, take your pick. Somebody who varies. Just toy around with Google, and both of you type in the same search terms and just see the difference in what comes up, and I think it will surprise you. I Googled Egypt with a friend. One of us, it was showing us all the death and destruction and chaos in Egypt, and to the other one, it was selling vacations. How in the hell does Google decide to do that? They're going to say, it's like, it's a war zone, people are dying. How would you like to vacation here? It's crazy. It's kind of just nuts that you're going to send people to vacation in an area that your friend is going to say is a war zone. Now think about the implications for that, because that's just something in my personal sphere, right? This is how we end up never being able to agree, is because of shit like that. So what are you doing this summer? Oh man, we're going to Egypt. Egypt? Oh, you better be careful. I hear it's a violent place. Really? I hadn't heard anything like that. How could you not? Aren't you paying attention to what's going on in Egypt? Well, yeah, man. The fucking pyramids, and they walk like Egyptians, and whatever. Google creates these disagreements. These algorithm, learning algorithms that give us our search results, that run our Facebook feeds, that I'm not even on Instagram or Snapchat, because God help me. But what's the other one? Twitter. Twitter is probably single-handedly the number one cause of the breakdown of communication. Okay, human interaction is very nuanced, it's very complex. It's tough enough just to get along with your coworkers, right? But then when you go to the computer, you lose a few things. You lose the actual in-person, face-to-face interactions, and it just goes strictly to text. We're not all, awesome authors. We can't all be Stephen King or whoever else, other authors. Tom Clancy, that's what I was thinking of. Dan Brown. We're not all these very elaborate, well-spoken authors. Some of us just like, what up, girl? Damn. Like literally just, we shit the words out of our mouths. And then when you put it in a format like Twitter, where it's like 140, 150, or now 200, whatever characters, where it's like you don't have, you can't say much. Like that just makes it like even further, right? Like that just drives it even worse. Because it literally puts all of our interactions into about the length of a standard yo mama joke. It's not good. So we lose the ability to speak to each other, to agree with each other, because now we only know what the algorithms decide we should know. Whereas before, we talked about mind control and the quote mainstream media, and there's this video flying around where it says this is what mind control looks like, and it's something like dozens of news anchors all saying the exact same line. It used to be that newspapers and news organizations sort of had an ethical responsibility on what to inform the public about. But these were controlled by people, by humans. And they either had good intentions or bad intentions, and every once in a while it would come out that a newspaper or a news program or a news anchor was not really being ethical, and they got tarred and feathered and kicked off the network. But now though, it's all algorithms. We can't talk to an algorithm. We can't really investigate an algorithm. It's all just sort of mysterious. It's algorithms decide who gets to know what and who doesn't get to know what, or what spin gets put on it. In other words, we only know what the machines tell us and what the machines want us to know. We only see what the machines want us to see. And what do they want us to see? The things we like. This is what it all comes down to. It's how to make this device in your pocket show you the things you like, so they can make money, so you can buy them. Hands down, get the money out of your pocket. I mean, you got Apple Pay. You can pay with your phone now. There's an app to pay for everything. At the end of the day, your phone is where your money goes. It's where you buy stuff. And the effect that this has is tremendous. If everybody's walking around only seeing the things that they like, seeing the things they want to see, then it's no wonder that we're having all of these crises of the so-called snowflake generation, the people that can't handle seeing the things that they don't want to see. They're not used to it because we don't experience it much anymore. Why? Because we spend so much time on our phones. And if all we see are the things we want to see, and we don't see the things we don't want to see, then when we're forced to acknowledge it, we break down. I don't have a solution. I've just come to realize this and recognize it. So I'm probably not the first person to realize this. I'm not going to be the last. As I'm out of time, please like, comment, or share. I know this is sort of off the topic of narcissism, but it also isn't. So, in a weird way. So, thanks again. Please comment. I want to hear what you guys have to say.